Expect a lot of decision making here in your near future. Now, starting now, you're going to feel a lot of shifts happening now. My left leg fell asleep. Okay, that's the feminine side. It's waking up. Your feminine energy is waking up. Very profoundly. Very. It's been asleep for a long time. For most of your life. Look at your manifestations. Remember I was saying you're going to be manifesting with ease? This is all of your manifestations just tumbling in. And the block to your manifestations was your emotional state before. But now you are experiencing ultimate fulfillment. You can't make this up. This great fortune energy is here. All of your wishes are coming true. There's this energy where, like, because I'm getting a lot of like cause and effect here with the magician, okay? Because you are a powerful manifester here, whoever I'm speaking to. And your manifesting abilities have kind of been put on the back end of your journey, is kind of the energy that I'm getting here, because you first needed to balance yourself. You needed to balance the mind, the body, the spirit, right? You needed to come into connection again with yourself. You needed to come into union with yourself. Your entire life is about to shift because you just hit a mark where now it's as above, so below. Everything is going to be coming in. Everything is going to be your justice moving forward. Everything that you want, you will experience. And it's here to stay. It's here to stay. The block before was the imbalanced emotions. So whatever you just did, you balanced your emotions. And I said that from part 1. And then now what's happening here, this is like a mindset shift. And it's funny because, like, if you follow me regularly, or if not, I speak on the universe being a mirror very, very often, right? So one of the illusions that we can really get stuck in is that when we are emotionally imbalanced, we are going to attract people that are emotionally imbalanced, right? When we are emotionally unavailable with ourselves, not in tune with our own emotional needs and wants, we are then going to attract the same person and situations back into our life, right? So it's kind of like you've had this like emotional breakthrough, I want to say. And then now that you've had this emotional breakthrough within yourself, this level of maturity, vulnerability, just really taking the time to be honest with yourself, now you're going to see that being reflected into your life. People's masks are going to be falling off. There's going to be a lot of people that you might even need to protect yourself from. Not in a negative way, but you're going to have to put up some strong boundaries because you're going to have a bunch of people just emotionally vomiting all over you, wanting to express all of their love, and you're going to have a lot of decisions to be making. You're going to have to be able to stand on your own 2 feet in your emotional strength now, to be able to pick apart what is best for you. You're being prepared for this. You have been prepared for it. You've been working up that strength and that resilience to be into this place now. So because of all the emotional balance that you did for yourself, you are now attracting that back into your life. And it's going to be, I don't want to call it overwhelming, but it's just the manifestation. It's just what it is. As above, so below. It's the cause and effect of all the healing that you've done. Now you're just going to have a surge of people just wanting to pour into you with ease. You're not doing anything. Like that's very strong in this energy. You're not doing anything. So whatever you're manifesting right now, expect it to be coming in. A lot of that is going to be landing this month in February here. Again, timeless message. You're seeing your birthday, October, but a lot of completion. A lot of completion. So maybe now until October, because a lot of the things that we manifest, even though we're aligning with it right now, the 3D world moves in at a slower, more dense energy. So, space and time needs to catch up here in this physical realm, right? So between now and October, by the time October comes, expect your life to be extremely different. Like, save this video, favorite it, maybe take notes of where you are right now. What does your life look like? What have you been manifesting? And by October, expect a lot of that to be in your reality. Expect it. 33 on my battery. Because remember, we saw the expectation. I think she's on the bottom. Last marriage. We saw the expectation in part 1. Expect. And maybe that's your mindset shift too. Expect. You expect now. You assume. The law of assumption at play. You've maybe mastered that. It's like you're no longer holding back your power, your confidence. They're telling me flies on a wall. So much forward movement. Such a fast rebirth here. So fast. You ended a wishy-washiness in yourself. You did. You ended a wishy-washiness. Because that was your block. Because remember I was blabbing on about mirroring and what you're attracting in. So now that you're no longer wishy-washy, you have now become decisive about yourself, your own worth, your own value. Whatever decision you just possibly made. So this is actually coming down to a decision. This is one of your greatest life lessons, is what they're telling me. One of your greatest life lessons was just learned. And it was for the rebirth of your confidence. And then here's, look at that. Yeah. All of the work that you did, it led up to this one part of your journey. Right now. And this recent decision, this recent settling, balancing, elevation of the feminine energy, major karmic justice. You cleared a lot. They're saying generational work. You've been doing generational work. They're saying a collective consciousness. Okay, so you're definitely a healer. You're definitely somebody who does a lot of inner work here. Okay, this is not somebody that, like, you've taken the time. You've done some work here. Okay, you've done some inner work here. There's no way that this is surface level stuff. No, this is not surface level. Whoever I'm speaking to, you consistently are working on yourself here. Okay, and you're about to receive a message. You're about to receive a message is what they're telling me. Clarify. And it's going to move you away from struggle. It's going to move you away. It's actually going to allow you to fully transition out of this energy. The Emperor energy. You're receiving a message from an emperor, though, okay? Because we have that marriage. Some of you are being prepared for union because we had Archangel Raphael in part 1, right? So we have the feminine and the masculine energy here. And again, with this emotional release and the balancing here. Because you're moving on from the burden. You're moving on from the sabotage. You're moving on from the internal dialogue that's telling you maybe you healed some sort of like unworthiness or seeing your value and your confidence. Because if you're working on a collective scale, generations, you've had generations of men and or women in your lineage that did not understand the value of the feminine energy. You are the one in your lineage that is stepping up in the feminine energy. You're healing the feminine energy in the lineage, and you're about to be very, very greatly rewarded for it. Very greatly. Very. Like for the rest of your life. And they keep telling me with ease. So you just set yourself up for like a life of riches, of luxury, of ease, of all of your dreams coming true, of the greatest fortunes, long term. The Seven of Swords. Your lineage was like, what was that about? Hold on. I want to read that correctly. There's a perspective shift. Yeah, you shifted out of that perspective of illusion.